G'day headbangers and welcome to Dozel's Metalworks. Welcome back my fellow metalheads to another edition of Dozel's Metalworks. Right, this my friends is the final year in my first lot of countdowns. You know, I've done everything from originally was just going to be from the 80s up to the current years. But then Rex suggested trying to do some 70s, which I did, but few and far between with the 70s, but I did them. And yeah, so we today are rounding out the years with 1993. I've been meaning to do a lot earlier, but I didn't have any CDs, and I've had to borrow off Rex's sister Trish. Thanks Trish. Bat Out of Hell 2, because, you know, hard to find second-hand versions of it around, to be honest. But this week I did get Bloody Kisses in the mail, and I was actually amazed that it was a jewel case and not a digipack. Of course, really, guys, digipacks grind my cake hole, seriously. But anyway, to finish off 1993, as I said, and starting off at number 10, we have Set the World on Fire by Annihilator. Yes, that's right, the great Annihilator from Canada. So we're setting off with Set the World on Fire at number 1, Don't Bother Me at number 2, and Brain Dance at number 3. Moving along to number 9, we have Strange Highways by Dio. Now, if I remember, this was the first studio album he did after his Diamonds, like Best of Dio. And yeah, this is one of those classic examples where everything after their first greatest hits album kind of really sucked and couldn't really get into it. But I did listen to it anyway, and it wasn't too bad. Finally getting to, you know, like later on in life, Rex is the same stuff we didn't like years ago, we're getting into again now and liking it. So again, Wasp would be another band I need to listen to a lot of their later albums along with Dio. But yeah, anyway, number 1 we have Hollywood Black. Number 2 we have Blood from a Stone. And Here's to You at number 3. Right, number 8 we have Bump Ahead by Mr. Big. Yeah, Mr. Big, interesting band, that one. Got into them through a mate years ago. I wouldn't really call them hard rock, soft rock maybe. Anyway, number 1 of my favourite songs from them, Colorado Bulldog. What a great track. Number 2, Price You Gotta Pay. And number 3, Wild World, which is actually a cover song. I think Maxi Priest sung it, but I'm not sure if he was the original. Number 7, we have In the Shadows by Merciful Fate. Yes, the Danish lads. Number 1, we have Is That You, Melissa? I don't know, is it? Number 2, we have Legend of the Headless Rider. And number 13 Invitations. Yeah, Merciful Fate's another band I've got to sit down and listen to a lot of their stuff. One album in particular I really want to get into more is Don't Break the Oath. God, that's one of the best covers I've ever seen, seriously. Well, moving along, we have one of the greatest rock bands that's been around for freaking decades. This is a band I, seriously got to get into a lot more. Get a Grip by Aerosmith. Look, this was a pretty decent album, actually. Eat the Rich at number 1. Number 2, Shut Up and Dance. And number 3, Living on the Edge. Now, I think if I remember, some of these songs were used in, I think it was Wayne's World 2. Because Aerosmith did an appearance in that movie. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Number 5, we have Pull. Giggity. By Winger. Yeah, I've gotten to like Winger a lot more over the years. Especially some of the later albums were pretty heavy. But at number 1 we have Junkyard Dog. Number 2 we have Down Incognito. And number 3 we have Blind Revolution Mad. Which I think all of them were on the Winger's Best Of, which was a freaking damn good album, to be honest. So yeah. Right, number 4 we have an album that I was actually listening to on the way here. Chaos AD by Sepultura. Now, I got into Sepultura from my first track on my list here is Refuse Resist. I I got into that track by the old manga videos back in the late 80s, early 90s. How they had that music involved in their ads. So it's like, well, shit. Years later, when I found the song, I went, oh, no, that song. So that's why it's became my number one, obviously. Then Slave New World at number 2 and Territory at number 3 with an honourable mention, we haven't done for a while, for Biotech is Godzilla. Yeah, that song's a freaking weird one, but I love it. At number 3, we have my favourite album from this band, Bloody Kisses by Type O Negative. An old mate of mine, Sean, got me into Type O Negative years ago. This album, look, Type O Negative are very, very acquired taste. One of the big ones when it comes to gothic metal. Rest in peace, Peter Steele. But yeah, look, tracks 1 and 2 for me were the big toss-up, which order. But I went, look, I'll go for the order I got into them, I guess. So yeah, Christian Woman at number 1. Then number 2, Black number 1, Little Miss Scarrow. Look, those songs are absolute bangers. Seriously, love them. Great songs. And then number 3, we have Blood on Fire. The whole album is good. Kind of weird, some of the other tracks, but yeah, it was Type O Negative. And like I said, Type O Negative are very, very acquired taste. Now, the next 2, I actually swapped them around. Because I had them 1 and 2, then I swapped them around. So, number 2, we have Bat Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell by Meatloaf. Look, what can I say about this? I mean, like the ad said years ago, you can't beat the meat. That's so funny, I love that. But yeah, look, at number 1, obviously, whether or not I class this as my favourite all-time Meatloaf song, I don't know. But I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. Now, the album version goes for like 12 minutes. The video version goes for about 7, and the radio edit goes for about 5. So it's a damn hell of a song. But what a great song it is. Number 2, Rock and Roll Dreams Come Through. And then number 3, Objects in the Rearview Mirror May Appear Closer Than They Are. I was listening to this album this morning as well, and yeah, that was a great loss for the rock world, the old Meatloaf. I know Rex's sister Trish is a big fan of Meatloaf, and I must admit, it took me till I was in my 40s, I think, to finally listen to the first Bat Out of Hell, and I went, holy shit, how good is this album? So I bought it on CD. It's probably the only album I'll get of his on vinyl. And if I can find it, I'll get a copy of Bat Out of Hell 2 one day as well. So that leaves number 1, boys and girls, to round off this countdown, is a band that I've always liked, but I want to get into them even more, especially more recent years. And that is Hanging in the Balance by Metal Church. Yes, the Church. Gotta love the Metal Church. These guys are brilliant. Now, the thing that shits me is Hanging in the Balance is the only album off the top of my head that I was trying to find to buy, but people were charging up the arse for it, ridiculous amounts of money, and all the other places I usually get all my CDs, like Utopia in Sydney, it's pretty much the only album they didn't have on the list to buy. And even on Spotify, it's not on Spotify on the list, and it's like the only album. You have all the other ones, so it's like, what the hell? Anyway, number 1 is Hanging in the Balance, and my favourite track from this album, it's actually one of my favourite metal songs, and definitely one of my favourite Metal Church songs. We have Hypnotised at number 1. Number 2, Losers in the Game, and number 3, A Subtle War. That's a Subtle War, so that's funny. Especially if it's one Donald Trump started. But yeah, that is the roundout of 1993, my friends, and all the years, round 1 done. Now, what I'm planning to do soon is come again and go back through the years again, doing the next 10 albums from that year. I've already actually got the next 10 from 1992 ready to go. But I'm also going to do Dozer Smash episode. So I'm hoping to do a episode of the years of the 10 more albums. And then the week after, I'll do my top 10 favourite movies from that year. TV shows I was thinking about doing, but won't really count them because, as you know, many TV shows go for many, many years. I mean, if I did shows of the decade, maybe, but yeah. Now, no RIPs this week, which is makes it a nice change. But I would like to send a shout out to my gorgeous, beautiful stepdaughter, Joyceabel, who is studying architecture at university. She's just about finished her first year and she was on the honour roll, ranked 4th. So congratulations, Joyceabel, my sweet. And until next week, my friends, mosh on.